We just got peaked today, ladies and gentlemen. We have the Stranger Things 5 teaser trailer, man. And when I tell you I've been staying up all night, no sleep yet, because I've been waiting on this trailer. Now, before we get into this trailer, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe for more content for Stranger Things, because I have a lot of Stranger Things content that I got to get out before it actually comes out when I do my reaction videos. So stay tuned for that, and let's hop into it. So first we hop into the scene with Steve, and it's basically, in the whole scene, it was just showing him like fixing the antenna on the truck. If you watch my last video, you would know that we also talked about that. So here we got another shot, and it is the radio station this time. And I would say this radio station looks beautiful, y'all. Like, just look at it. I love the details of this. But as we can see, we got the kids on the bikes, and they're going somewhere and stuff like that. But this radio station looks very beautiful, ladies and gentlemen. The Duffers knocked us one out of the park. And next we have everybody sitting here in the radio station looking worried as if they're waiting on something. Not too much there, but I just wanted to cover it. And then we have my boy Lucas right here, and y'all can see he has on the camo headband. This reminds me of that scene in season 3, I believe, with the Mind Flayer. But anyways, it's just amazing, man. I love this trailer so much. But let's get into the other stuff. We got to speed this up a little bit. And then right here, we were showing some kids, which looks like they're in the bunker. My prediction for this is that this is where those new kids will be found that we're going to talk about later. But I think this is where they would be found at from. So, yeah. Then here, we got Will, and yeah, he's just touching his neck, most likely feeling the presence of Vecna. I'm going to assume that they're at school because you see that girl in the background right there. So, that's it for that scene. And then right here, it shows 3 people on the bike, which I believe they say it was Mike and Will and Holly or something like that. It's something like that, but they said the third person's Holly because it was very troublesome to see the third person. But that scene looks really cool though. I love it. I love this season's quality as well. Then next we get to the scene where it just shows like the town of Hawkins having the military stuff around it, you know, for extra protection and things like that. Nothing too much going on here. And here's like a scene of like some type of military place, and that looks like a portal. So they're guarding the portal, you know, any monsters come out, they're going to handle the business. And here's why we call it Depressed Things and not Stranger Things. Because here's this scene right here with Eddie's grave, and I don't think Eddie's coming back this season, guys. I'm just be the one to say it. I'm sorry. That's my opinion on it. As y'all can see, this is before Dustin got beat up, but you're going to see how he looks later beat up if you haven't already, which most likely you did. I'm a little late putting this video out. I'm going to be honest. I got caught up with some things, but we're here now. And here we got Lucas and Max in the hospital, and man, this scene, I know this scene is going to break a lot of people. I'm not the type to cry a lot, but I cried during Eddie's death. I'm not going to lie. I did. But here's this next scene right here. Like, look at this, man. I know we're going to have good acting, but, man, like, Lucas is breaking down because, like, he misses her, man. He really does. You know, when you got love for somebody like that and they're in that situation, you're going to feel that type of way. And then right here we have, where it looks like the people from Hawkins Lab, I would say. It looks like they're burning up a portal and stuff like that. Next we have Joyce and Hopper, and it looks like this is just, dang. But this is just going to be a scene where they're just talking and, yeah, interacting. But Hopper looks very cool with the long hair, by the way. This scene right here is peak. Very much peak, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, we got the crew here. I'm going to put their names right there. But they're going to Hawkins Lab in the Upside Down. And I haven't rewatched Stranger Things in a while, so I'm going to have to see if they ever did this. But from my memory, they never went to Hawkins Lab in the Upside Down. And here's just another shot for you. You know, those are the characters. So, yeah, Nancy, Jonathan, Steve, and Dustin. And right here, it looks like we have the OG Core 4 where it's to the point where they're, like, making a plan for Vecna. And it was like they were trying to get Dustin to join in, but he hesitated. But eventually, they got him joined in. Then we have this scene right here with Maleven talking. And somebody actually pointed out that they are the shape of a heart, which I think is just wonderful. But 11 is like a superhero right here. But I love everything about this scene. And I couldn't really get a very good shot of this whenever the trailer was going on, but it's basically Nancy and Jonathan talking in the Upside Down. And I think this is a scene where maybe Jonathan decides to sacrifice himself. And this scene right here is actually so cool. I'm going to make a meme about it. I'm going to put it right here because by the time this video shoots out, I should be, you know, I should have everything with that edited. But this scene right here is, man, I'm just so ready for this to come out already. And a lot of people has been trying to debate who it is in the scene already. We've gotten Steve, we've gotten Will, L, but that's younger Will, y'all. Look at the leak right here. That's younger Will. So Will has to have some kind of power. He does. But that will come to another video where I explain the first 5 minutes of Stranger Things. Then we have the scene right here, which they've already confirmed. It is Eleven and Hopper looking at that. And in my opinion, this is Vecna healing in the egg. We still don't got a lot of information about this, by the way. But that's my thoughts. And now we have this scene right here where I'm really wondering what that was, because I could play an animated version with, like, a replay of it. But what is that? Because I cannot, like, even describe what that even looks like. Maybe a portal or something. I got no clue. Then right here we have Dustin and Steve. And as you can see, Dustin got beat up pretty bad. Of course, I think this is at the grave site, Eddie's grave site, where like the bunch of basketball people from Jason's group came and they probably just beat him up. Now this scene is wild, man. Like, you got Lucas protecting Max from the Demodogs, clearly, and he's holding her. So this brings me to think that we have a lot of faith for Max in season 5. That's what this little teaser trailer brought me. Then we have this part right here where Eleven is screaming. I feel like she's just using her power too much in this scene. But we've seen this in the announcement trailer, but it was good to see it again. Then this scene is another scene where it's just like, wow, because you can see Hopper is protecting Eleven's body. I don't know whether she's knocked out or maybe she accidentally got shot and she's knocked out. I know she's not dead, but that's my prediction for that scene. Then right here is a car going to the Upside Down, and that's obviously where Nancy, Steve, and Jonathan are going to be. I don't know where Dustin comes into this because he wasn't Upside Down, but, there's the picture right there. You see it. Now, this is the barn scene where Joyce was wielding the axe, and it looks, oh my God, again. But it looks like she was wielding an axe trying to protect the kids, but that's what it was, a Demogorgon, as I kind of, predicted. And this was a scene where Will basically knocked himself onto the floor. I will play a video version. So, yeah, here it goes right here. But I looked in the background, and it seems like people were saying he might be in the barn. But if you look at that background and from the picture earlier, it looks like he might be in the radio station. This is possibly that scene where he looks possessed right there. So that's what I think of it. Then we have Nancy walking down Wheeler. She stays with the shotgun, y'all. Y'all know this already. She just, come on now, that's Nancy Wheeler. Then this is the scene where the Demogorgon jumps onto a truck, but I think this is the truck that Murray and Robin were in. I'm going to talk about that more. Like, I got so many videos stacked on top of each other, ready to come out. Then right here it shows Holly and Karen in the bathtub when they were hiding from a Demogorgon. That was a leaked scene that I went over in my own previous video, but this looks amazing too. Then we got Robin looking up, and I believe this is the scene where she was looking up at the tower with the mind flayer particles. I think this is where she may meet her fate. That's my opinion. Here's the scene right here, but we actually covered this in one of our leaked videos from the trailer. So yeah, but this looks amazing though. So will the mind flayer possess Robin, or will this be her fate scene, like where she dies or something? I don't know. I'm ready to see it though. And then right here we have Nancy, and she is washing blood off her hands with a ring. And yeah, this is why I say Jonathan is cooked. But I'm going to say that for the next video. If this trailer didn't prove that Jonathan was cooked, it sure proved that Will is cooked. Every scene with Will in it, bro, it's just something going on with him. So he's cooked. Next, we have the scene with Steve and Dustin. People are saying that this is Steve's sacrifice. And I don't think this is like a sacrifice type of hug. I feel like this is a hug where it's like, I'm relieved you made it because Eddie didn't make it, Now, this scene was really cool, too. Hopper, he was like, let's just end this kid. And then it showed her going into, the little pool thing, but looks very good. Right here, this looks like it could be potentially like a younger Will in the Upside Down, almost getting attacked by a Demogorgon. That's my prediction, but I'm going to look more into the scene. We're going to do a bunch of videos on it. So, yeah. And next we have these two scenes, which I actually feel like these two scenes correlate to each other. Like, they're both making the same face and all of that. But it looks like Lucas, he's actually in the tunnels or something. And he sees something. This is going to be amazing though. And here we have Robin and Murray. And as you can see, that is definitely the same company that's on that truck. So, yeah, I think they're cooked. But for another video, like I said. And right here we have this car, which looks like it came from Back to the Future. But I think this is like if you look at the antennas, I think this what's the word I'm looking for? I think it goes back to the radio or it could be like a upside down portable detector type of thing. I don't know, but we're gonna see. But that's my predictions for it. And right here we have the queen herself, Nancy, walking down Wheeler with 11. And man, I tell y'all, Nancy stays with the shotgun. She's elite. And the tunnels, man, these look amazing. And clearly the tunnel is going to be a way how they navigate around Hawkins. So that could play a big role this season, possibly. And right here we have Erica Sinclair, and she has some kind of needle. I wonder what that is. I'm gonna have to dig. A lot of this stuff I'm gonna have to like relook at and really pay attention to. I'm gonna have to rewatch Stranger Things to understand some things again, because it's been a while since I did a rewatch. So that's what I'm gonna do. Uh-oh. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's 11. 11 is flying, man. That looks amazing. I think she's using her telekinesis to push her up, obviously. So, but it's still amazing either way. And this was the scene we got inside of the announcement trailer, but it's been confirmed. It's going to be a Demogorgon jumping out that upside down, which looks amazing. Like, bro, I can tell this season is finna be top tier, dog. Then right here we have Joyce and Mike, which they are shocked because they're seeing something. And guess who it is? It's not 11. It's not a bird. And it's not a plane. It is Vecna, man. And he's here with the redesign, which looks very tough. He looks extra more skinnier, but I feel like that's going to make him more powerful. But, man, that looks amazing. And here's just another shot to show y'all. It looks like people thought he was using fire powers, but I think that's just him using his telekinesis to push it back, because maybe somebody throws fire at him, because we know fire is the weakness. So, if he's immune to fire, everyone's cooked, y'all. So, wait, y'all know, like, I had to re-record some things, but y'all know how, like, I've been talking about number 8. I mean, I haven't made a video of it yet, but I think number 8 is going to return. What if that's him using her, like she's using her illusion and he's like pushing it back? And oh my, hold on. We got to say that for another video. I'm even mad that I said that just now. We're going to say it for another video, but that's my prediction. And that's a wrap on today's video, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, I'm sorry for it coming out so late, because I stayed up all night waiting on the trailer. And then after the trailer came out and I got some video stuff gathered, I literally stayed up until like 4 or 5 p.m. So that's kind of why the video is coming out a little later than the day. But like, comment, share, and subscribe for more videos, because we're going to have a whole lot of videos of Stranger Things coming out within the next month. Like, I already got them written down on my notes, what I got to do. There's going to be so much more we're going to do. We're going to unpack. We're going to really look at things, look at old leaks. So just stay tuned. We're here to build a nice little community, nice little family. And in November, December, and New Year's, I will be reacting to Stranger Things 5. So make sure you just like and subscribe for more content. We're going to have more. We're going to discuss things together. Leave thoughts that you have in the comments below, so I could probably address them in another video. And I'll see y'all on the next one.